Someone just dropped me a comment. Let me know that we're back okay. Seems to have trouble reading them. There we go. Right. Sweet. So, don't know what happened there. 3 of you on board, that's enough for me. Now, I've come to this spot in back in Judy Woods. Come to this spot because the other day when I walked through, there were a couple of colonies of grey squirrels, juvenile, so really young, draylings. I don't know what they call when they first fledge their home, the nest, and they were just bouncing around all around here. And I walked straight through them, and they were maybe 4, 5, 6 foot away from me, just running across, not caring the world. So I've come out to see if I could see them. I've set up a little feeding station just behind you. The idea is just to flip the camera around if they decide to be brave. However, with the weather being a little bit dodgy, a little less than ideal, I'm not sure they're going to come out and play. Got a new camera set up today. It feels like it's a lot more zoomed in than before. So I've got the camera quite far away from me to get the same sort of framing. Let me know if it's coming through okay. So while I sat here, I thought I'd share with you a realisation. On Tuesday we came out and I made a cup of tea. Now, in my head, in my bubble, in my world, I came to the woods and I grabbed some stuff and I made a cup of tea. And quite a few of you were shocked or astounded or impressed, maybe, by the use of dandelion heads to make a brew. And it's something that becomes quite natural and normal to me. I'll walk through more often than I'm camping than just if I'm going for a hike. But I'll find things and we'll cook with them. And when I got that reaction, and I've mentioned some of the more outlandish things I've done, outlandish to the norm, not as far as wilderness camping, but it got a positive reaction. So I thought I'd do the same again. So I've collected some nettle leaves. Nettle leaves, again, high in iron, a lot of antioxidants. They're really good for you. They're great for the skin. Vitamin D helps with psoriasis and things like that. And yeah, if you touch them in the wrong way, they do give you a little sting. But we showed you all about dock leaves and how to treat that. So I've got the water on the boil, and I've just bagged them up just to try and keep them as fresh as I can. And there you go, that's just a bag of nettles. Now this time of year, they're not the greatest, I'll be honest. Yeah, this time of year, not the greatest to eat. Is that scrolling up? I was watching. Lost you a few minutes, back now, okay. Nice one. I'm having to manually scroll up to see what your comments are. I don't have what to stir with. Oh well. Yeah, so nettle tea, I imagine, is quite an odd one to get your head around. The idea that, you know, people associate them with just being stung. Which, you know, it does happen. I've got my finger just now. There is an old saying, an old song somewhere of hands of steel and you won't feel it. I've no idea what it is, but I've heard murmurings of it in the past. Now, with nettles, I should have kept one to eat. The underside of their leaves doesn't have any stings. So if you've got a leaf like that, this is the top, that's the bottom. If you pinch from the bottom and close it, all the hairs that have the sting close in with you. And you can eat them raw if you want, they're quite tasty. Especially in spring. Like I said, we're in end of spring now, beginning of summer, so they're all a bit big and a bit dry and a bit meh. So I wouldn't really recommend trying them now. You can blanch them, you can smoke them, and you get rid of all the springs. There's just a squirrel just above you. But yeah, I thought you might enjoy the idea of trying a cup of nettle tea. If you go to like herbal stores, Holland and Barrett, places like that, they do sell nettle tea leaf and bags and things, and they're really nice. It sounds like green tea. Well, it is green tea. I'm going to leave that to brew quite a while, because like I said, it's a bit over. The leaves are a bit old and a bit minging. They're not as sweet and not as fresh. So I'll let that boil through. And I'm just having a look around, just trying to see if I can find out. Now me and Brandon, we love doing this in our lunchtime. We like sitting down and watching nature. Me and Kane, we like it too, like walking through and spotting things around. But the thing I'd like you to do next time you're out, rather than just seeing nature, seeing the animals, actually watch them. And I know that seems like it's a small difference in language, but being able to go, oh look, that's a squirrel, it's gorgeous, it's lovely, but actually going, oh god, look, there's a squirrel, I wonder why it's climbing the tree, oh, where's it going, oh, it's got his friend, it's his brother, and try and watch their behaviour and try and understand what they're doing. And all of a sudden, that's when you notice their relationships forming, their families or friends, or what they're doing. Are they feeding? Are they burying food? Are they hunting for something? Are they being chased by something? Well, that's perfect timing. The alcohol in my stove has just finished, just as I've got to the boil. So I'll grab something like that. I'm just going to pour. Sorry, this must be riveting viewing. There we go. Look at that. I'm just going to top some water in it just to make it easier to drink. And as you can see, it's just got a very slight green tinge to it. And I can hear the rain coming. So just over behind you. I'll show you that. So that's the setup I've got, that's my view. And just in them trees you can hear the rain starting to patter down. There we go. So that's, what time is it? Oh, it's 1:15. I was going to talk a little bit more. It's not as sweet as I'd like. Like I said, in springtime, really refreshing. Almost like green peas, like a fresh pea. But alas, we do what we can with what we've got. Yeah, so still in Judy Woods. It's Thursday. We've just had a chat about looking at wildlife, being in the wilderness and not just observing it, you know, taking a walk in the woods, be part of the woods. Look at behaviours and patterns and things. I grabbed some nettles on the way in. I've just boiled them up to have a nettle tea. Again, it's got loads of vitamin D and iron, antioxidants and things. It's really good for you. I'm just wondering whether the boiled leaves would be tasty. I mean, I know they'd be too hot to touch right now, but still, it is what it is. Well, so tomorrow I'll be back indoors. If we get any pictures for the weekly challenge, I'll post them tomorrow, I guess. Later on, one of my bushcraft, one of the backyard bushcrafts will be posted. Tomorrow, the virtual walk will be out. Yesterday, we had the exercise, our Tai Chi video for the week. What else do we need to know? We're still in lockdown. I spoke to the bosses this morning, looking at the way the government legislation is happening, the way they're communicating, and I think it's going to be a little bit longer than I expected. They seem to think end of July might be when would be safe for us to go back out into the wild. I was hoping end of June. So that's all of it. If you've got any questions, if you've got any comments, I know my sister-in-law Yara's on here for the first time. What a wonderful it is to see you on here. Let us know how you found this video. Let us know how the camera looks, if I look different, better, worse. Kelly, I've had a shave. I know you said I looked a little bit like I'd gone a little crazy in the wild, so I've cleaned myself up. My children are very happy, by the way. They were getting annoyed by the tickly whiskers and the kisses. So that's it, honestly. I really don't want to leave. I'm going to stay here and finish my cup of tea. But I don't think you guys want to sit here and watch me sit on a log drinking tea. I think me talking's scaring off the squirrels anyway. So, until tomorrow, guys, keep yourself safe. Please keep washing your hands. Don't go out unless you have to. If you do, make the most of it. Make sure you continue to keep that social distancing. That's the important thing. By all means, go out, meet your friends, just stay outdoors, stay safe, do what we love, and in a couple of weeks, I'll be back out making new videos, new pictures, new stories to tell. So until tomorrow, guys, take it easy, look after yourselves, and each